Hello. My voice is dead. Oh my god, it's just the. I thought it was bad yesterday, but no, it's bad today. It's so raspy. What happened? It's so dead. Oh no. I was trying to like fix. I heard that it sounded all wrong before I started, like a little bit before. And then I tried to like do something about it, but like I couldn't do anything because I had like 5 minutes. So it'll work itself out in the next like hour or so. Luckily, the coughing is getting better. It's less frequent, I feel like. I say as it picks up again. I jinx myself anytime I talk. Feel free to make today a shorter stream to take care of my voice. No, don't worry about it. My voice is actually fine. So the reason why my voice is all messed up is because I woke up when I woke up, but I haven't said anything since I woke up. I've just kind of been like quiet to myself since I woke up. So my voice hasn't actually changed at all since I woke up. I feel like that's my guess. This is still like the I just woke up voice, I feel like, even though it's been hours. Not that many though, actually. I don't remember when I woke up. So like 2 hours ago, so I haven't really yet. It hasn't really changed much since then, I suppose. Also, by the way, here's a question that, depending on, I need to know how important it is. I need to know. It's been a while since I mentioned tabs, and the real question is, do you count a separate browser as more different tabs? Do you count it when you drag a tab out and make its own little section, or just a different browser altogether, new tabs? Yeah, of course. Okay. So then I'm kind of doing well off them, because on one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tabs. On another I only have 1. On another I have 3, 6, 9 tabs. So like, is that so? But they're all in different browsers, so it's not like they're all grouped together. So like, I kind of escaped. I've escaped my. You have 13 right now. Oh right, you're just like me for real, having a lot of tabs. Not even a lot. I don't think 10 is a lot. I think a lot of tabs constitutes when the tabs start getting smaller, because you like. When you close it out and open a new one, they like shrink in size. Just because the tab mess is organized, it doesn't mean it isn't a mess. But I think it's fine. It's within like a good length. Like it covers the top perfectly, you know? There's just enough tabs to fill the top of the screen. And on some, I could have had more tabs to fill the whole top. Okay. Yeah, on this one I could have like, on one of them I could have like 4 more tabs, so like I'm doing fine. No cope. I'm doing fine. It's the perfect amount of tabs. So what have you all been up to in the past 24 hours? Or not really. However, I'm gonna pull it up right now. In the past, 22 hours. It's not 24, it's only 22. The perfect amount of tabs is 1 per brain cell, and there's no one with a contradicting opinion here. 1 per brain cell. Well, I mean, if it was per brain cell, I wouldn't have any tabs, of course. For I am hollow inside my head. I wish I was joking, but like, you could hear every time I have to read, you could pretty much hear it. Well, yeah, the brain cells are stored in the tabs. Does that mean if I open like 1,000 tabs, they get really smart? You just gotta start rapidly opening more tabs. Open so many that that it like breaks. Like that thing. No, that'd put you to a minus 100 brain cells, minus 1,000. It locks on your brain and it reverberates. You knock on your brain and it reverberates. Actually, yeah. It sounds like, yeah, it's like the hollow sound. So there's an echo inside my head. It goes straight. I can't believe the inside of my head is bigger than a New York apartment. The real Hollow Knight was the empty brain we had along the way. Oh my god. It's perfect for me to be playing Hollow Knight, as I am also hollow. I've seen so many jokes about New York apartments, but like, are they? How does anybody have a read on how bad they actually are? I feel like they must be really bad, right? Because there's always the talk of like New York apartments being really, really small, but like they cost thousands of dollars just for no reason. Is that still how that goes? You can pretty much guarantee you the room you're currently in is the same size as an entire New York apartment. Holy shit, that's just big cities in general? Really? I'm not a big city person. I'm not in that environment. Are they really that tiny? That expensive for such a tiny room? Do you pay that money because you work in the city, or like because it's easier than transit, or smaller apartments equals more money? But that's so messed up. How could you live in like a closet-sized room? I know it's an over-exaggeration, but still. That's how housing works. Oh no. I'm fucking mind broken at that. So then well, actually, I've heard too many people say it, so like I know it's not true. I know it's true. Cause that's explained all the talk about how nobody can afford a house anyway. Who doesn't, like, nobody can afford a house anymore anyways, so it doesn't matter. Not it doesn't matter, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Nobody can afford the houses anymore. That's one thing I've heard going around a lot. Because I remember seeing somebody making a joke about some, like, household appliance and saying how, like, expensive it was, you know, nobody will ever be able to afford it. And then the reply to that was how you wouldn't even be able to afford the house that the appliance is in. All you can do is wait for the housing market to die. How much? I'm actually curious. Holy shit, okay. That's so expensive. Look up how much a house costs. That's so fucking expensive. Holy shit. What's the cheapest place? Because this is going over every state and, like, their median home price. Which one's the cheapest? According to this graph, of course. Aurora learns how the world works and not clickbait. I know so little. It's so sad. I'm in my own bubble of Freer lore and Guilty Gear lore and Yakuza, man. That is my sphere, and it is very tiny. Can I see more? Is this okay? I'm finding not low prices. Low would be a lie. Okay, I think, the lowest price on this graph. Yes, I have found the lowest price on this graph. It's Iowa with $229,000. That's the cheapest I could find on here. It's Iowa. What the fuck is an Iowa? What happened? What? I know what Iowa is, but, like, what the fuck happens in Iowa? Yeah, what the fuck is in Iowa? What is this place? Who lives here? West Virginia? Oh shit, I have to recheck my graph. West Virginia is at, I can't find it on the graph that I have, but, like, yeah, I mean, actually, that is a good point. How much is a college tuition? Holy shit. Average college tuition fees and fees ranked and fees at ranked colleges 2023 to 2024. So this is a year, I believe. Is it? Don't forget student loans interest. Oh no. The cheapest one is still so expensive. It's still so expensive, and this is just a year. And college is like usually like. What's the longest? What's the maximum years you could attend college? 4, right? Yeah. Okay. Were you going for the tuition to be 200K? You can go to college forever. You can go to college forever. Okay. Because I usually see like a max of 4 years. And when I checked the tuition, like that's the tuition, how much like colleges cost, the lowest I could find was 10K, and like a year, of course. No, and then the highest was like what 40 something K. You can be in first grade forever if you're stupid enough. See, that's not true, because if that was true, I would have been in first grade forever. And so, proven wrong via example. A bachelor's degree is usually 4 years. Okay. The degrees have different names, right? Wait, making it out of elementary school, out of elementary with this one. Oh gosh. One thing that always sucked about school and everything about that was when I was younger, I thought I was so fucking smart. I was like, how everybody talked to me, how everything went. I thought I was so fucking smart. How like I wouldn't do bad at my fucking pluses and minuses in math in like first and second grade. I thought I was the shit. How I could like do well on multiplication. And then like and then things stopped being like easy, and then I felt so stupid immediately afterward. A great example of this is, so to like be allowed to graduate, you had to take this this big test, right? And it was English and math. The math portion of the test, I passed it by like 2 points. I think it was like a 70 to pass, and I had a 72. So like, I don't know how I didn't I guess fail. Oh, you just realized you're mixing your words, and you said it's 200K for tuition. You meant total over the college span, not per year tuition. All good, but yeah, I think that does feel like what it would be. That does make sense considering the prices, the numbers, the scary big numbers. Because like, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do with everything being very like more expensive, because I am the kind of person to just like walk it. So when I walk into like a store to buy something, there have been so many times when I walk in, even though I liked it, I looked at it and I was like, I think I really like this, I want to pick it up. I look at the price tag, and if the price tag is too much, I just put it back down and leave. I don't care how much I liked it. Like, it doesn't matter, it's too expensive. Even if I theoretically have the money for it, I don't want it anymore. Like, I don't know why, but like, even if, because there have been so many times I've gone like clothing shopping or something, and I pick up something and I go, that should not be $100, and then I just put it back down and leave. I don't know how I get anything done in that sense, because every time I've ever like gone clothing shopping without a goal, I never return with anything. I just don't have, the last time I went shopping for like clothing, I returned back with 2 fucking manga, and then I didn't buy anything else because they were not expensive. That's it. I walked in for clothes and I walked out with The Way of the House Husband in manga form. like, I don't... I don't think that exactly achieves what I was going for, but, like, damn. Last time you went clothing shopping was 2019, 2018? Yeah, because the question is, why go clothes shopping when you can reuse the same outfits on repeat until they don't work anymore? See, I love fashion and cool outfits. They're too expensive. I'm not buying that shit. I love it when stuff, like, looks so pretty and cool. I can't afford any of it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna wear the same... So, I have one type of clothing, which you can see. I really like turtlenecks. I really like shirts that come up and, like, cover the neck. I really like that. And what I've done to maximize my my use of it is I have exactly, I think 5 or 6 turtlenecks that I wear, so that I can have one for every day of the week, wash it on the weekend, wear it for the entirety of the week. Because the weekend, I just wear stuff that I've had for years, because I haven't gotten much taller. All my old clothes still fit me. So, like, I still have these, like, if I'm home, I'm wearing the most awful outfits ever. Like that one fucking, silly little Twitter drawing I did a while ago. When I mentioned how hot it was, that's like a genuine outfit I have. I genuinely do just have some, like, a short sleeve graphic shirt for a show I don't watch anymore, with, like, shorts that I don't wear outside. My outfits for going out are, like, the exact same every single time, but when I'm home it's the exact same too, just with different graphic tees, or like pajama pants. It's like a pair of pajama pants and a graphic tee. That's it when I have nothing planned and I'm going nowhere. The tweet in question, yeah, that's the one. That's one of my outfits that I just throw together when it's really hot. Okay, one thing that, like, was so funny about that is I fucked up tying my hair when I had that too. So, because it was so warm and I was kind of, like, out of it a bit. So it was the most fucked up way I could have tied my hair, which is why I had to beautifully display it. It was a mess. It was a complete mess. My hair was standing on its ends. I don't know how. Summer people, how do you do it? I need to know. Summer people, explain to me. How do you look at, like, 90-degree weather in American terms? 90-degree weather. Oh my god. Okay. How do you look at, like, 90-degree weather and go, like, yep, that's perfect. Pants, shirt, you deal with it somehow. But, like, don't you, like, start, like, melting in the summer? Like, it's like, I can deal with the cold just fine, because it's easier to warm yourself up than to cool yourself down. At least in my opinion. I have... AC exists, it does, and I have to keep, like, my, like, room, like, I guess cold enough. I have 2 fans going and the AC going. And I would like a 3rd fan too, because it's not enough. I would like for the heat to stop being hot, preferably. I also helping myself by, I don't know if it's helping or not actually, that's something I don't know, but I think I know. So, I haven't turned the lights on in my room for like, well, I haven't turned them on for more than maybe like 5 minutes. The past like, what, COVID, 4 years? I haven't turned the lights on in the past 4 years. I don't need them. I don't need them anymore, okay? I used to have a fear of the dark, like, way back then. But then, I just kind of decided one day that, like, you know what? If the monsters are gonna get me, then I don't fucking care. They'll just do it. That's how I got over my fear of the dark. It was just, I decided, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And then I just, like, that's the only way I got over it. Literally, the idea of, like, what if I want them to get me? What? Like, what? That's literally the only reason I escaped that. See, with other fears... Huh? Like, what I mean, like, okay, do you know that Markiplier clip? The, what if I want them to get me, what if I want them to try? There's a Markiplier clip where he says that, and that's what I think about when I think about how I got over my fear of the dark. Because I literally, like, just... So, I remember, I decided one day I was just gonna turn the lights off and go to bed. And I had a fear of, like, the monsters in the dark. Hello, everybody, hello, everybody, Markiplier here. Markiplier, I remember watching, like, Markiplier and Jacksepticeye when I was like a child. No way, Markiplier's multiplier. I can't believe it. He's here. But I would watch Jacksepticeye and like Mark when I was younger, and it was the strangest thing. 'Cause I didn't have headphones back then, and it was like, you know, stuff your parents don't want you to listen to, because, you know, people they curse and say mean words. So I would, like, cower away from my parents every time they came near, and, like, keep the screen away from them. Yeah, yes, it is the guy who got super sweaty over a Fortnite gift box. Wait, that happened? That happened? It's been a while since I checked back in. Since it's... The last thing I know about related to Markiplier was the movie that he's making. And all the memes with him, like the hospital bed meme. But, like, yeah, I used to watch him when I was younger. And while I was... And, like, you know, they said all the naughty words. And, I couldn't watch it with my parents nearby because they said... They were swearing. They said fuck and shit in their YouTube videos. I can't hear those words, and I'm, like, small and ever so small and a child. So I would just pretend that, like, I would, like, lower the volume and hide it from my parents. And what ended up, like, happening was one time when I got headphones finally, I had them plugged in but not fully, so my parents could hear it when I thought that they couldn't. And they heard, like, the swearing, and then I had to, like, I paused and, like, I was, like, pleading with my parents, because I was like, please, they never say this. I swear, this is the first time this ever happened. You have to understand. Please don't take my headphones so that I can't watch the Markiplier anymore. Oh, but alas, my headphones got taken when I was a child, and it was so sad. I could no longer watch Markipliers. He got he got a Fortnite gift box and was weirdly super sweaty when he opened it. That sounds like a drama bit. That's hilarious. Oh my god. I think the last like two, I've kind of, if it's crazy enough, what is it? I really kind of fell into watching what is it? Less like human people and more like crazy VTuber, what is it? Like VTubers and stuff. I know, it's crazy. I know, you could never predict me, going and watching, VTubers. But, the last two, like, I guess, like, human people I've ever watched is, like, Germa and Doug Doug. And, like, if for some reason him getting weirdly slutty when opening it sounds so much like a Germa bit. I don't know why. That sounds like something he would do unintentionally or intentionally. I don't know. That man is an enigma. I don't know how. Germa is a fucking. He's like oh my god, JoJo, the alien part for JoJo. I don't know if he's actually an alien or a human being. It'll never be confirmed. We'll never know the truth. But best JoJo part? I think part 4 is really good. Part 4 is really good. I liked part 5 a lot. Part 5 was really good. I liked everybody, and Giorno was just okay. Part 1 I didn't like very much. Part 2 was good. I liked part 3. I don't know. People don't like part 3, but I like it. It's good, in my opinion. Part 6 is better than people give it credit for. Part 7 is good too, part 8 is good too, and part 9 is good as well. I like my nerd emoji, part 9 character. I have your part 3 stand. I could see why. It's a good part. It also runs for quite a long time, which is like pretty good. All the parts I've liked a lot run for a while. You just like Jotaro? Completely understandable. You're at volume 3 or 4 of part 7. Funnily enough, I have part 7 pulled up right now. Let me take a look. You're at like, what? Volume 3 or 4? Yeah, okay, I know the exact point you're around. It's an interesting, what is it? It's an interesting, like arc. My favorite part is, I like the beginning of it a lot. This is probably, like, the biggest, I'd say, story downtime in terms of, like, how much I liked it before it picks back up again for the rest of it. You haven't read to part 9 yet, like binging the colored manga? I mean, that might take a while, considering the fact that, part 8 ran for 10 years? And now it's a monthly manga, which sucks for me, by the way. I am the kind that needs something to be readily available, or I just love it that much, to keep being, keep talking about it and being excited for it. But when it's monthly, I, have a hard time remembering and keeping up for the whole month until it arrives. I've been doing a good job with that, luckily, though, with this one, because I've been reading part 7 again, which is keeping me in the loop for part 9. And I think, okay, Soft and Wet isn't ugly, in my opinion. Soft and Wet is actually pretty cool. I think Soft and Wet is a cool stand design. I feel like all the stand designs in Part 8 are really cool. Part 9 I can't really say much about, because when it comes to stand designs, because it's the only part I've seen that, okay, I'm gonna say this here, it's not a spoiler of any kind, but just in case. There, I'll put this up for right now, just to say this. Part 9 stands are like non-human stands, and I really think that's cool. That's all. Better than the previous parts where the stands were just buff men. I completely agree. I think the designs in Part 8 and Part 7 and 8 and also 9 as well. Well, I can't really say much about 9 because, again, it's not like they're bad in ability wise, but like humanoid doesn't really happen. So like what is it? I'm just taking a look at all the stands in JoJolion. And like they're all kind of like human in Part 8. They're all humanoid, which I think is interesting, because that's so much different from like every other part. Considering if I check humanoid, kind of humanoid, humanoid, no, humanoid, yeah, like a lot of them are humanoid. You like how Heaven's Door looks, and you like how Rohan sums it by literally drawing in the air. Heaven's Door is such a cool stand, and it is actually so powerful. I think it is like the most. It's one of the strongest ones, purely because, like, I guess it can really do anything. Its limitations are really small, considering how it can make you learn a language, change how you act and what you do, and how you kind of lose all ability to move once he just touches you. The Rohan spin-off anime was good too as well. The Rohan spin-off anime was fun. I think the thing about that was like the most sad about it is that they haven't adapted it in order, right? Didn't they adapt it out of order? They didn't do like the full way down, the full way through, which I feel like they should have, because it's an interesting story. It's also just kind of Araki's self-insert manga. Not really, Rohan's just Araki's self-insert character. Sometimes it is, depending on how Araki feels about something. Like with the whole COVID chapter, which is all about how like Rohan dealt with COVID and stuff, because Araki was sad during that time. Yeah, when I like a series like this, I know way too much about it. What anime have I seen recently? Let's go over them all, actually. So, No Brainer, Sosu no Frieren. I read the manga before the anime came out. I'm already up to date with the manga. I own 10 volumes of the manga. That's my favorite series, hands down. I'm gonna go actually to a list of it, where I have a lot of anime written down. Another one I have written on this list is, I like Hoseki no Kuni, which is Land of the Lustrous. I think that one deserves more praise than it gets, because it's kind of small, I feel like. Even though it's really good. One recently they don't have on this list, but I should add, is I've seen Apothecary Diaries. That one's really fun. Mob Psycho 100, also Dungeon Meshi is another one that I've seen recently. I'm watching Dungeon Meshi as it comes out. I love Izitsumi. You love that one? Wait, which one? Apothecary, Mob? I mentioned a few, right? A few in that moment. Or like Dungeon Meshi. Diary? Okay. Yeah, no, that was really fun. That one is very well executed. It does one thing that, like, I really appreciate, and it's how it executes story beats and how they line up together. Because they're, like, it's well put together, you know? It's well joined together. I'm not going to say much about it. I think you should just watch it and experience for yourself if you haven't already, because it's very good. And okay, here's one of my more one thing I kind of believe in, right? Even though my favorite series to ever be produced is Refrain, right? I love the series to death. It's my favorite thing produced ever. I, in my heart, still believe that the best anime, just the hands down, is still Mob Psycho 100. I don't care. Fear might be my favorite anime, but Mob Psycho is still the best I've seen. Like, even though, because I for some reason, for this thing, I've kind of separated what I like, and what I like most, and what I just think is good. Because Mob Psycho is pretty good. Yeah, no, it's great. It has, like, some of the best writing and character execution I've seen, just in general. It's so well written and so well produced. It's so good. You haven't seen Season 3 yet? I 100% recommend it. Season 3 wraps everything up perfectly. Is it as good as Season 1? It's better. Can you not appreciate an anime that much even though the manga... Can you not appreciate an anime that much even though the manga is probably your favorite? What, in the sense that, like, you like the manga more than the anime? For a series? I mean, it's all personal preference in the end, right? So, like, it's completely up to you if you like the manga better than the anime, or the, That's probably how you feel about Spy X Family. The anime is the best adaptation of a manga ever. Yeah, I completely... I think it is one part of it that you should be able to, like, look at it as, like, there's always things that happen with this, right? I feel like everybody has that thing where there's this one series that they like the most, at least, unless that series is the one that they feel is perfect. But there's one that you can't deny, you feel personally is better executed just in its concepts. Because for me it's always what I believe is my favorite, and then but like one that I cannot deny has done everything that it has to be perfect for what it is, even if it's not my favorite. And I still have to finish Spy X Family. Every time I've mentioned to one person who I talk to who likes Spy Family a lot. Or at least I believe a lot. And I've done a sinful activity, I suppose. When I was watching the Spy Family, I stopped at a specific moment, which was apparent, and never picked it back up again. And it was when the dog was introduced. I don't know why I stopped. I just, like, I just kind of, other stuff came up, and then I watched other stuff. It's not like the anime happened and I was like, I hate it now. It's not like I had any negative opinions or I just stopped reading it. I don't know. Not reading, sorry, watching it. But the dog is Peak, not Bond. As long as you saw the first 5 episodes, it has such. As long as you saw the first 5 episodes, it's such a Peak intro. I have to rewatch it. I don't remember it very well, but I do remember it was fun because I watched it for a while. And yeah, I don't know. I'll have to finish it one of these days. Because I haven't I haven't, but I should. And the season 2 intro is Peak. Of course it is. It's Otto. Those two things just go together. Because Otto is just so great. I've listened to, I found her like only a year ago too, but I've liked everything that I've heard from her so far. The day Otto isn't Peak is the day the world ends. Is current listening to all night radio. Otto is just so good. Oh, you meant the introduction arc, not the opening. Not the opening. No, I know what you meant by the introduction arc. But okay. Here's one thing that I regret now, but back then I wasn't really thinking about it. When I watched what I did of Spy Family, I didn't watch the intro or the outro. I just watched the show and I didn't watch either. Even though I listened to both songs on their own, like now. I just listened to both songs. As soon as you get into Otto, you realize she had had a sold out concert near you. I want to go to one of her concerts one day. I hope you're able to as well. The like, I've never been to a concert or a what is it? I've never been to like a concert or like a convention or anything, but I'll have to someday, you know, because it's like because I've heard so many good things about them all. I've heard mixed things about them, but like, I'm curious as to be able to experience it myself, I suppose. What about the new Bleach seasons? I have not watched Bleach before. I cannot comment on Bleach. I have not seen Bleach. I have not seen Bleach, I have not seen Naruto, I have not seen One Piece. Okay, no, it's a lie. I watched Naruto years ago, but I dropped it, like, really early, so I haven't finished Naruto. And I tried to watch Dragon Ball Z, but I couldn't finish it. And Original, but I couldn't finish it. I didn't like Super, so... That's where I stand on, like, the big 3 and also Dragon Ball. I haven't seen Bleach, nor have I seen, any other ones. I don't know why I haven't. I think it's just because length, like, sometimes it's either length reasons or I just haven't found the thing that makes me want to dedicate myself to it. Fair, the original Dragon Ball is so boring. I mean, it's just a gag series, really. If you want to go to a concert, just don't go to one with no assigned seats. That's the only concert you went to, and it's a big regret. Oh, why is that? I haven't been to a concert. I need to know more. Honestly, more than the animation, what I loved most was the TYBW arc. Arc is the new orchestral version on the Precipice of Defeat. Oh, why? What series is that one for? Oh wait, no, that's Bleach. That's Bleach. I've heard the music from Bleach. It's what is it? I've heard the music from Bleach and it sounds good. Oh gosh, speaking of anime with good music that I've never watched. I've never watched Cowboy Bebop, even though I probably should. I've never seen Cowboy Bebop. Even though I've listened to the opening a ton, I've never actually watched it. But like the music in Bleach and same, but you've heard it's really good. Yeah, I've also heard that it's really good as well. I've heard that the characterization is real fun. Same with Baccano. I actually tried to watch Baccano, but I couldn't find a place to watch it. And the composers came back after a decade later. Came back a decade later and still managed to up their previous work. I love good music like that. It's so great. I'll have to listen to it. I wonder and like figure out its unique music identity, I suppose. Is the best way to put it. Because I love when a series has some musical identity. Like, that's one of my favorite things. It's why I like Mob Psycho music so much. It's because you hear a song from the Mob Psycho soundtrack, and that is totally Mob Psycho. Even if the animation differs from each anime, I feel like almost every anime has a good soundtrack when it's not straight up awesome. Okay, I feel like that's kind of a mixed bag, though. For a lot of smaller, like, less important animes, I think they have just, like, passing soundtracks. But for, like, the big ones, yeah, I think the people making the soundtracks really go off. Like, especially in the case for, like, like, Kevin Penkin and Evan Call. Those two are, like, my favorite ones. The only anime you truly know the soundtrack for is Gurren Lagann. I still have to watch Gurren Lagann. I still have to watch more Trigger. I haven't watched enough Studio Trigger at this point. You know a big anime which doesn't have a good soundtrack? Which one's that? But like, yeah, Evan Call, Kevin Penkin, two of my favorite composers out there. For what they've done, the work they've done on Made in Abyss and Sousou no Frieren. Their work is inspiringly beautiful. It's so good. Some of my notable standout tracks would be Demon Slayer. Found it wasn't great when you saw the movie. I have actually seen Demon Slayer. And the most I know about Demon Slayer is that it keeps winning Fantasy Anime of the Year, and nobody thinks it should, from what I've heard at least. Because I haven't watched it. I can't vouch for or against it. But that's all I've heard about it. I mean, there's Aka's theme, which is really good OST. It's shockingly average for but has amazing anime. It's shockingly average, but has amazing animation and fight scene. But has amazing animation and fight scenes. Yeah, I've heard the budget is super high. Like, it's one of the highest budget out there, right? When the distorted lyrics started screaming, "I am a pineapple," they really hit in the feels. What is the context behind that? Oh my god, I'm so curious about the context behind that now. Or at least that's what you hear on the distorted lyrics. Is it like one of those like misheard lyrics thing, like the Skyrim misheard lyrics? That video's 12 years old? Holy shit, okay. Alright, you must leave now. You must leave now. It's 4 a.m. and time for bed for you. Good night. Good night, good chat. Good night, Blue. Thank you for stopping by. But, I gotta say, totally not biased, because they're like my top anime. Refrain, Hoseki no Kuni, Mob Psycho, and this one's not one of my top anime, but I like the soundtrack, and Made in Abyss are all really good OSTs. I love the like offbeat sound of Mob Psycho. How actually beautiful the other three are. If you haven't listened to any of those soundtracks, you have to. For your own sake. Have you truly lived if you haven't heard Mob's theme from Mob Psycho 100? Also, by the way, something I learned about Mob Psycho 100 that I thought was kind of crazy. I thought was kind of crazy. Is that so in Mob Psycho, if you listen to the theme, if you explosion of mob feelings, that thing in the background that sounds like a kazoo, it's not a kazoo. It's a sea moon, which as an instrument I learned exists because of Mob Psycho. And I got really confused. And then I saw what it was. And like, I'm gonna take a screenshot of it and post it. So it's called Sea Moons, not a sea moon. There's a little S on the end, so it's different. Okay. So that, like, weird kazoo sound is actually a, it's this thing. It's called the Sea Moons, and this is what it looks like. But yeah, this is what's making this is the instrument. It's kind of like a weird robotic voice that plays itself. And it's really interesting to look at. Look at it. This looks like a torture device. It does look weird, right? But it's a musical instrument. There's even a video of it where it plays and like you can listen to it play a song. And it's just wacky. I'll see if I can get a different angle of it. Yeah, no, it's like this like automated instrument. It's so weird looking. But like it's so cool that it's used. I love use this little wacky information like this. It's so fun to be able to tell random people, hey, did you know that in the hit anime Mob Psycho 100, they used a fucking sea moons in their like in their anime's production to get these really weird sounds. Like, look at this thing. Look at this weird little thing. So it kind of works like a see that little like white thing that kind of like accordions back and forth. And it sounds like a tripod, and it's up against a microphone. So it's kind of like those robots that sing, but it just makes a really weird kazoo noise. Medieval knight looking. I can kind of see it, yeah, at the top. Like, it has, like, a Crusader knight helmet shape. And, like, its little top. It's a... Okay, I think it's a cute little machine. I like the sea moons. It's funny. We need more. We need sea moons appreciation. Okay. Look, it's such a silly little instrument. But like, I think a lot of the things about how I know if the soundtrack is good is if it makes me is two things. If I remember it specifically, right? If I like remember not just like the song but where it's from, and I hear it and I go, oh, that's Mob Psycho, right? Like that's how I know if I like a soundtrack a lot. But also if it makes me have a greater appreciation of something. A good example of this is how like tracks from H&K or Hoseki no Kuri made me like the drum. Like one track from H&K made me like the drums a lot more, because they play the drums in it. Or like, I guess bongos, kind of. It's one of the two. I can't tell. Also, like, violin and stuff. But for, what is it? For, like, the Refrain OST, it was just woodwind instruments, just in general. I fucking love the woodwind instruments in, like, the Refrain OST. That's just so good. And Made in Abyss's OST had, like, I really liked the, I guess the, is it operatic singing? The, like, I don't know any better way to put it. But, like, the wordless singing, I suppose. I guess it's operatic. Go listen to what's the song called? Okay. Oh my god, I can't pronounce that. Hana's... I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna post it. The song with that name has some of the, like, most interesting just singing to it. And they've all maybe have a greater appreciation of what they are. And I think that's really cool. I don't actually know what language. I think it might be in like the made-up language of There's so one thing that I find so funny about Made in Abyss, from what I've heard at least, right, is that they just made us there's just a language made because of it. I think you can speak it too. Not that one. Yeah, it's like called Hollow Language. Yeah. They made their own language. Which is fun. I like it when an author has the ability to just get creative with shit like that. Also, on the topic of made-up languages, I need to address something. There is a language that I need to just take a screenshot of and then just go over. This is a language that must be talked about. This is a speakable language that we have to speak about. Because this is ever so important and prevalent. This is a real thing. You could speak this if you really try hard enough. You could speak this. Here, I'm gonna move out of the way and just make it really big so you can read it. Do you understand? Do you understand now what I'm talking about when I said that this is a language. You could speak it, see it as consonants, vowels. It has grammar. You could speak this language. Like, you could 100% speak Ulu language. And I'm terrified. Cause I wonder if they provide examples on the sheet. That's cool. Now speak enchantment table. Is there an enchantment table language? So it sounds easy to learn. You're gonna learn. I can't wait for one of you to join chat and then start talking in the Ulu language. I'm gonna look up enchant. There's a translator. You could translate things to Minecraft enchanting table. Oh my god, it is a speakable language. You could speak Minecraft enchanting table. Because there's a translator for it, so it has to be able to. Oh, that's the wrong fucking... I was typing it in the wrong box. The Minecraft enchantment table is the standard galactic alphabet? Wait, that's a thing? Wait, it's not just a made-up language, it's real? I mean, it's just another alphabet, but I'm sure... But you're pretty sure it's English? Huh? I was... No, you're not doing it properly. Here, let me explain to you your misdeed, your misconduct with this language. I'm gonna give you a full essay as to why you're doing it wrong. Oh god, that hurts. Hold on. I can't do it yet. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Everybody brace yourselves. You're in for something terrifying. Not because of the contents of what I'm about to show. Oh my god, it's terrifying. I have because what is it? That's from like 5 streams ago. Damn. Because fucking so yeah, okay, that's a deep sea. You have to go back like 3 weeks. What did you just see? I'm gonna pull up the exact VOD. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the VOD. Here, let me show you exactly what you just saw. It's the sensory vid. Wasn't that from 3 months ago? I think so. I think that might have been 3 months. No, I think it was sooner than that, no? It was a month ago, I think. No, that's not it. I didn't do anything stupid that stream. Please, this isn't the shorts. Think our attention span can handle being exposed to this. Oh, you put it in chat? Oh, you got the VOD. How did you get the VOD so fast? How did you know which one it was? Was it just that stimulating that you immediately knew which VOD it was? Oh, because it was like the last stream from fucking 4 weeks ago. You just cracked like that. It was literally fucking it was that ago. Crash that's a functioning memory? How could you? Please, is it here? Okay. Brace yourselves. Everybody, I have to clear it. So, just hold out. There's still the soap cutting. Get out of here. It's safe. You can look now. Don't worry. The brain rot is gone. We'll survive. Don't worry. And do you feel the attention span being cut away from 90? Shit, I have to bring it all back now. What have I done? It has to all return. I'll run it back. Bring it. Never mind. Please don't. No, don't worry. I'm not. I had no plans to. Okay. Here. Let me grab it. Window capture. It's one of these. Oh my god. How could it pick the wrong fucking one? There you go. Let me just fix this up. Just so you can see just what's important. Okay. It's time we do our studies, alright? It's in light mode. That's the part of it that sucks. Other people are here. Okay. From the top, the Uwu language, phonology, consonants, W, W, V with the, I don't know what that is, in some dialect, N, Y, N, vowels. I'm not reading all that, but as you can take a look, this is a genuine language. Ability, permission, I don't know how to pronounce that. Uwov, can, able to. I'm sorry, what did you join into? We're experiencing language. Look, it even had its own binary in decimals. Ooh, uo, fuo. See, it's a language. We're learning. See, pronouns. First person uo is o is o. Second person is uo. The third person is oo. The third. It's reflective any person. See, we're learning. We're learning. We're getting so much knowledge. And then welcome to the dictionary. As you can see, there is kind of a lot of words in the dictionary. Oh, absolutely. Look at all these wonderful, wonderful words you can learn to speak. I expect full understanding of this language on my desk by tomorrow morning. Oh my god. It's so fucking funny this is a real thing that exists. This one's sanity must have already crumbled. Oh, it's been gone for a very long time. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, no, it was never around. How could you lose sanity if you never had it? Clearly a skill issue. What's this? That's the other thing. I have to clean up all this stuff. I have so many old things. And one thing I still have, by the way. So, I have a toggle that makes it incoherent to see the screen, to read the screen. There you go. So, this is the Guilty Gear lore screen. As you can tell. I still haven't gotten rid of this. It's been... what? How long since that lore stream? It's been a month. It's still here. It's still a thing. Let me move as far up as I can, get out of it as much as I can. See, it's still a thing. You can still look at Bedman, Eno, all the characters, literally every single one. And there's just Robo-Kai down in the bottom corner. It's perfect. It's been over a month, and it'll never go away. It's my peak top quality content that will stay forever. Hey yo, it's you. Hold on, I gotta pull it back up again. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's just... oh, damn. Okay. Point out the wacky character you are. In the crowd of just a mess. Oh, 7 died. Tag yourself in this image. Oh my god. I can't make my presence known. If I lean this way, I'm gone. It's like Where is Waldo but stupider. I'm screenshotting that. I want that. That's funny. It's gone. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. My room's a little bit it's a little bit crowded today. It's a little bit crowded today. Sorry. You know, I still have to clean up the place, you know. Just got a few things left over. Damn, you live like this? It's just, you know, just gotta shove that out, you know, just gotta get all these things out of the way. Yeah, sorry, I'll just shove them in a closet, and when you leave, they'll just pile back out. I still love that I can just ooh language flashbang. Surprise, it's gone now. It's here. That's me, I grabbed it myself. It's gone now. But, I might... Okay, I might call it here. I had to stretch, sorry. I might call it here. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you all next week. I still have more to do. I have not really big plans. I have plans next week. There's something I forgot to do, but I will do it. It's exciting. Not really something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how I feel about it. Depending on how it goes. But thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you all then. Bye-bye now.